me and do not get a response for a few hours, then I'm probably taking a nap. If you're one of my friends, then you probably know that I'm a big fan of sleeping. Once I thought about how much I could really sleep in a day, and here are the results. I went to bed the previous night at 10 p.m. and woke up the next morning at 8:30. Then I played on my phone for a little while and took a nap at approximately 11 a.m. About 4 hours later, I woke up at 2 p.m. Then I took another nap from 6 to 8. Doing the math, that is 16 hours of sleep per day. But do not think that doing this is okay, because this is unhealthy. Super unhealthy. I asked my friend Josh what he thinks of sleep, and as most of you would expect, he said, I don't need sleep. Everybody understands what sleep is, but just for clarification, Wikipedia defines sleep as, quote, a naturally recurring state of mind and body, characterized by altered consciousness, relatively inhibited sensory activity, inhibition of nearly all voluntary muscles, and reduced interaction with surroundings. During sleep, people often alternate between the state of REM sleep and non-REM sleep before waking. These stages of sleep were first described by Alfred Lee Loomis and his co-workers in 1937. There are 3 parts to non-REM sleep, and you go through all 3 parts before entering the REM sleep stage. The first part is usually referred to as falling asleep, and may last for 5 to 15 minutes. The second part is when you are in light sleep while your heart rate slows, body temperature drops, and the neurotransmitter acetylcholine becomes less available in your brain. Part 3 is what we call deep sleep. During this part, it is hard for people to wake you up, but if someone did, you will feel disoriented for a few minutes. As people grow older, they tend to sleep more lightly and get less sleep, although there is scientific research showing that they still need the same amount of time to sleep. What happens next is REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement, which consists of multiple periods. The first period lasts about 10 minutes, and each of your later REM periods gets longer, with the last one lasting up to an hour. So what does sleep do to you? In order to find out, first we need to know what happens during sleeping. Contrary to popular belief, the brain actually never completely shuts down during any state of sleep. Typically, regional and global cerebral blood flow is decreased during non-REM sleep. Even though it was thought that the brainstem was inactive, later research shows that there is some slow wave activity in the brainstem. In fact, there are many regions in the brain that are inactive, but at different levels. During non-REM stage 1, people usually switch between sleep and wakefulness. In this stage, the brain transitions from alpha waves having a frequency of 8 to 13 Hz to theta waves having a frequency of 4 to 7 Hz. People tend to lose some muscle tone and most conscious awareness of external environment. Non-REM stage 2 contributes to 45% to 55% of total sleep for adults. Theta activities in this stage is easily observed and people become harder to awaken. Some abrupt activity called sleep spindles interrupt alpha waves of the previous stage. Sleep spindles are responsible for participating in the consolidation of overnight declarative memory through the reconsolidation process. They also moderate responsiveness to sensory stimuli during sleep. What that means is that these sleep spindles help with your memorization and also prevent you from reacting to the environment. An interesting fact about sleep spindles is that they are usually observed in the brain after muscle twitching. Therefore, it is reasonable to assume that the brain is learning what nerves control what specific muscles must sleep. As mentioned earlier, non-REM stage 3 is called deep sleep. You probably need people to scream in your ear at a close distance if you want to wake up during this stage. It is also known as slow wave sleep, meaning that delta activity during this stage have high amplitude waves at less than 3.5 Hz. This stage is considered most restful, which relieves all sleepiness. Stage 3 of non-REM sleep is often referred to as the most terrifying period because parasomnia such as night terrors, nocturnal enuresis, sleepwalking, and somniloquy occur. Studies show that stage 3 often has 20% delta waves that range from 0.5 Hz to 2 Hz, which means that during this period, most parts of the brain are resting and inactive. A switch called acetylcholine turns on the REM sleep next. Even though it is part of sleep, there are studies showing that many areas in the cortex have more blood flow than during wakefulness. REM sleep has high frequency, low amplitude activity and spontaneous occurrence of beta and gamma waves. REM sleep is also related to the firing of PGO waves and activities in the cholinergic ascending arousal system. The PGO waves are thought to represent dream content. Even though not confirmed, it is possible for people to read your dreams by looking at the PGO waves. These waves also play a role in the development and structural maturation of the brain. Sleep is also associated with network reactivation. Some studies have shown that the neuronal activity patterns found during a learning task before sleep are reactivated in the brain during sleep. For example, if you happen to have a math test next day and you memorize your stimulus reaction sheet before you went to bed, congratulations. You won't get yelled by Mr. Schaefer for doing poorly on the first page on your test, because your brain is actually helping you by reconsolidating those memories. Previously, scientists have thought that sleeping just allowed the body and brain to take a break. But later research shows that low metabolic rates in the brain during sleep seem to indicate some metabolic functions of sleep. It has been found that the brain somehow reorganizes and specifies neuronal circuits. Other functions of sleep include waste clearance from the brain. The waste I'm talking about is now waste like garbage. It is something that, like metabolic waste products such as protein fragments or intact proteins like beta-amyloid, which are risk factors for Alzheimer's disease. Also, sleep helps to heal wounds. It is also a result from waste clearing. Some studies have shown that a sleeping brain removes metabolic waste at a higher rate than during an unawakened state. It is theorized that sleep helps facilitate the synthesis of molecules that help repair and protect the brain from these harmful elements generated during waking. Energy conservation could as well be a function of sleep. During sleep, your body requires less energy and your muscles are relaxed so that you can feel fresh in the morning. Scientists have suggested various ways to improve the quality of sleep. Sticking to a sleep schedule of the same bedtime and wake-up time is a good way to do it. Even though I know that this is hard for people because of the weekend. It's a weekend, which means you'll probably wake up at 10. You also need to be smart about napping. It has been shown that the best napping time is about 15 to 20 minutes. I know that one can be hard for people because you just got back from school, you're really tired, and all you want to do is just throw yourself into bed. But trust me, napping wisely can help you get better sleep. You also need to control your exposure to light, and this is important because the blue light emitted by phones, tablets, or computers is especially disruptive. Not only is the light not helpful for you falling asleep, the electronic waves emitted by digital devices are also bad for you, especially if you keep your phone near your pillow all night. You also want to be smart about what you eat and drink. Even though caffeine does nothing to me, it is obvious that if you want to fall asleep, you shouldn't be drinking coffee before going to bed. Sleeping is one of the most relaxing things for me. It is almost like I have a passion for sleep. Sleep can bring so many benefits that it prepares you for the next day. I know the feeling of getting up in the morning with really bad headaches. That's probably because you have had a bad night of sleep. So I strongly suggest you to try these tips because everyone deserves a good night. And Josh, you do need sleep. Thank you.